Fine, very good. So first, let me open my notebook first. Please let me open my notebook first. So guys, please, is there any need joining for today? Any need joining for today, please? Any need joining for today? Yes. Yes. Okay, fine. 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 Yeah. So today our agenda is, today let us write down what is exactly our agenda. Just first, what is DevOps just overview? What exactly we have discussed in the last session, just overview, just overview only. Then after completion of just overview of DevOps, then let us understand what is AWS. And finally, we can able to compare with AWS with DevOps. What are the difference between AWS and DevOps? Let us understand. That is an exactly for today's session. That is an exactly for today session, guys, please. So, so before starting, let us discuss about course outline. So here is we are going to be covering two courses, guys, please. One is DevOps with AWS. It will take around maybe 75 days plus. The second course we're going to be covering complete AWS. So it will take around maybe 45 days plus. For learning DevOps or AWS, we required Linux basics will be covered, and shell script is a basic is required. So totally we are going to be covering this four: DevOps with AWS, complete AWS, Linux basics, and shell scripting. The timing is what exactly? So 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Monday to Saturday classes, and each and every class we are going to be providing recording. Okay, will send via mail. So who are all paid students? Who are all paid students? Paid students. So they will be received the recording sessions of each and every session. Materials will be provided soft copy. So yes, freshers also can able to get a job in DevOps, but less calls. So compared to experienced people, for example, so experienced people getting 15 calls, maybe freshers can expect 6 to 8 calls. So we can expect as a fresher minimum 6 lakhs. As an experienced person, if it is 2 plays, you can expect minimum 8 lakhs. So while we completing, before completing this course, I'm going to be covering 4 problems. Yes, at the end of this course, I will help you resume preparation, and I'm going to be providing interview question and answers, job assistance, how we going to be interview, how we going to be cracked the interview, we'll discuss with you. And so for practicing your laptop configuration should be minimum 4 GB. So i3 Windows Android is more than enough. So is there any programming skills required for learning this DevOps and AWS? No, not at all. No programming skills not required. Compared to Java developer, compared to .NET Python, the DevOps is easy. Yes. Okay. After completion of this course, you can manage 2 to 4 years of experience. Okay, our sessions will start from basic level, ends with an advanced level. Okay, so for this role, the fee structure is for joining this course is 10,000. Got it very clearly? 10,000. So if you want to see my content, so you can able to Google it. You can able to please search in browser. Please copy paste my Google share link. So this is an exactly DevOps content. This is an exactly AWS content. This is my AWS content. This is my DevOps content. Look once. Look once. Please look at this once, please. So AWS content or totally around maybe 9 pages, or totally maybe 9 pages of content. But if you go for DevOps content, if you look at the DevOps content, it's around the 18 pages. Please look once, all of you. Please look. I already shared this Google Drive link in your chat box. Please be get it from Google Drive. Please be get it this link. Please be get it this link. This Google Drive. Yes, any graduate, yes. Any graduate, yes. Any graduate. Okay. So if we anybody want to pay any fee related any admin kind of questions, please talk to our admins. That's it. Okay. So these are all frequently asked questions I clarified. Okay. So first, so we are going to be discussing about what is DevOps. Please clarify with you one more time what exactly we have discussed in the last session. Let us overview what is DevOps, then we'll discuss AWS and DevOps versus AWS. We'll discuss for today. That is an exactly agenda for today. Okay. Okay, fine. So let us start, please. Shall we start the session, please? Yeah. So anyway, so I have introduced yesterday, but not required for today. I think so, maybe. So anyway, let me discuss. Let me introduce myself one more time. So my name is Lakshmi Rao. I have totally 15 years of experience in IT. My career starts as a Java developer, and from the last 5 years, 5.5 years, roughly 6 years onwards, I'm working as a senior DevOps engineer as well as cloud architect. So we are going to be covering the course outline. So these are all the course outline we're covering in DevOps and AWS. Okay. So before understanding DevOps, so we need to clarify what is an application, what is a server, and what is a time to market, and what is SDLC. We need to clarify these 4 questions, then we'll discuss about what is DevOps. So tell me, what is an application? Anybody help me? Please. What is an application? The working software which is written any programming language we call as an application. Am I right? The working software which is written any programming language we call as an application. That application we are going to be deploying onto the servers. We are going to be deploying onto the servers. So after successfully deploying onto the servers, we are going to be accessing over an internet as a website. We are going to be accessing over an internet as a website. Got it? So the working software as an application, we are going to be deploying our applications on production servers. Then after successfully deploying our application on production servers, over an internet we can able to access as a website. Understood? What is the time to market, please? Anybody help me? What is the time to market, please? So if we can able to deliver the working software as an application from dev environment to production environment with shortest time, with the high quality, with low cost is nothing but what? Time to market. What is the time to market? Anybody help me, please? So the working software as an application which is written any programming language, Java, .NET, Python, whatever may be, if we can able to deliver this application from dev environment to testing to production, pre-production, pre-production to production environment. So within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost, is nothing but what? Time to market. Nothing but what? Time to market. But what is SDLC? SDLC in the sense of what? Software development life cycle. Software development life cycle. By helping of SDLC, we can able to produce a software. We can able to produce a software. Can we able to build a Redbus kind of application overnight? Can we able to build a Redbus kind of application overnight? Anybody help me in the chat box, please? Can we able to build a Redbus kind of application overnight? No. Answer is no. The answer is no. Definitely, we can't. So if you want to produce a Redbus kind of application or a Flipkart kind of application or Amazon kind of application, so we need to follow these are all the stages, either analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. For example, I'm a travel business. I have a travel business. Do you require website or not? Am I required website or not? Doing business in online? Yes, definitely yes. For that, so how exactly we can able to get it? First, the vendor people will do analysis. What kind of business is? Then what? It will be designed. Based on the design, our developers will implement what? Software by using Java, .NET, Python, or anything else. After successfully implementing software, whether it is working or not, our testers will verify. Whether it is working or not. So the testing team gives you the working software as an application. We are going to be deploying onto the production server. Then there itself, we are going to be accessing as a website or an internet. That's it. No, we need to maintain. We need to monitor our application continuously. What I said very clearly. What is the software development life cycle? By helping of SDLC, we can able to produce the software. In this, we have several stages or phases: analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. Gathering information, then design the plan. Based on the plan, our developers will write a code. Based on the code, our testers will verify whether it is working or not. Then we're going to be deploying our application. After successfully deploying our application, we are going to be accessing over an internet as a website. That's it. No, it's no. We should be maintained and monitored. What I said, SDLs in the sense of what we can able to develop, alter, maintenance, and replace software systems. It includes planning, design, test. Yes. Fine. It's very clear. It's very clear. So we understood very clear what is application, what are the server, what are the time to market, and what is SDLs. So let us start DevOps. What is a DevOps in the sense of what? Dev in the sense of what? Development. OPS in the sense of what? Operation. The combination of software development plus operation we call as DevOps. What I said? Software development plus operation we call as DevOps. That means as a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibility start from dev environment, ends with operation. As a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibility start from where? Dev environment, ends with what? Operation. That means We are part of coding, build, test, release, deploy, operation, and monitor. To be frankly, we are not developers, we are not testers. To be frankly, we are not developers, we are not testers. As a DevOps engineer, we are going to be implementing just DevOps process on SDLC only. While we're implementing DevOps process, we are going to be mitigating two rules. One is first one, please, time to market, add business value. Time to market, add business value. So what is the time to market? Is nothing but what? So while delivering working software from dev environment to production environment, we need to deliver within a shortest time with the high quality with low cost. Is nothing but time to market. That is exactly we can able to implement by using DevOps. So by using DevOps process, we are going to be replacing with a complex pipeline with a transparent pipeline. As a DevOps engineer, we are going to be replacing with a complex pipeline with a transparent DevOps process. Got it very clearly. For example, so if you go for SDLC process, the SDLC process is manual configuration process. It is manual interaction from analysis to design to implementation, implementation to testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance. Yes, definitely if you got any error in the middle of the session, it will take long time to identification. So after identification, for resolving issue also, it will take long time. Because of it is a complex pipeline. Because of everything is a manual process, that's what we're calling as a complex pipeline. So as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be replacing with complex pipeline with a transparent pipeline. The DevOps is a transparent and automated process. Everything visualized. Everything is an automated. Everything is a transparent. So while we're delivering working software from dev environment to operation, if we got an issue, if you got any problem, any error, so easily we can able to identify with a note. Easily we can able to resolve issues with a note on that. So this kind of transparent pipeline we are going to be implement. It is a high-end diagram. So this is an exactly DevOps process which are going to be implementing. So in this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have several stages: planning, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operation. Got it very clearly. But as a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment and ends with what? Operation. To be frankly, we are not developers, we are not testers. To be frankly, we are not developers, we are not testers. We are not writing any code, we are not writing any test cases, and we are not part of planning. Just we are going to be implementing an automated, a transparent pipeline on SDLC. That is exactly our job. But while implementing DevOps process, we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operation also. And let us understand this, how exactly we are our roles and responsibilities. So anyway, you are not part of planning. The planning is responsible for the BS. Yeah. In the coding, the developers are writing code. The developers are writing code. But as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be maintaining source code in repositories. We are going to be, what I said very clearly, as a DevOps engineer, we are not writing any code, but we are maintaining source code in a repository in a version 1. But how many developers we going to be writing code, please? N number of developers going to be writing a code from morning to evening. But as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be continuously integrating all developer source code and we are going to be executing a test cases continuously. What I said, I'll repeat, listen very carefully. So the n number of source code we are going to be integrating continuously, and it will be get a comprehensive source code. That source code is automatically executing my test cases. If you got any error, it will automatically redirect back to the developer. Developer has to fix the issue and again integration, again test. Then this again, if you got any problem, again the developer and again integration, again test. So this loop will repeat it until 0 errors, 0 bugs. 0 errors, 0 bugs. And the working software as an application, without any bug, without any error, we are going to be deploying onto the release. We are going to be delivering into the release. From release, on a maintenance window, on release date, we are going to be deploying on hundreds of production servers. After successfully deploying on hundreds of production servers, we can able to access this application over an internet as a website. That's it. No, we need to monitor, we need to maintain it. What I said, what is the DevOps process? As a DevOps engineer, okay, we are going to be take all the source code from dev environment, and we are going to be delivering and deploying onto the hundreds of production servers with a transparent way, with an automated way. It is nothing but DevOps process. Deploying means copy paste. So keeping a file, keeping a Java code, delivering into or deploying onto production servers, moving, deploying automatically. It's nothing but what? DevOps process. It's clear everything. We're implementing DevOps, a transparent pipeline with an automated way from dev environment to production environment. Is nothing but what? Please. DevOps transparent pipeline with an automated way. While delivering working software from dev environment to production environment, so this will be delivered within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost, with low failure rate. These are all the features we are going to be getting by using this DevOps process. If you want to implement this DevOps process, which are all tools we're going to be learning? We are going to be learning tool stack called please Git. We are going to be learning called Git. Git is what? Version control. Git is what? Version control. So we are maintaining source code on Git repository, and we're going to be learning Maven. Maven is a build tool. We are going to be executing code, and we are going to be generating a var file, and we're going to be learning Jenkins. Jenkins is an automation tool. We are going to be implementing this transparent pipeline, this DevOps transparent pipeline, with an automated way by helping of Jenkins server itself. JFrog is nothing but what? Release. SonarQube is nothing but a code analyzer, whether the developers are following standards or not, whether the developers are using right functions or not. It will be analyzed. And so in CI/CD, we are going to be learning these are all tools. But the next model which we're going to be discussing about configuration management. So by using configuration management, we are going to be replacing manual configuration process with an automated process. That means on hundreds of production servers, automatically at a time, we can create files, we can change files, we can install the files, we can deploy applications. we can deploy our application. This configuration management supported by Ansible and Chef. Ansible is push model, Chef is what? Pull model. So we are going to be learning one push model, one pull model. By helping of this push model, pull model, we are going to be automating dev environment, test environment, production environment. But this infrastructure, this thousands of servers, hundreds of servers, we are going to be getting from AWS, which we have infrastructure. What we have infrastructure, we are going to be getting our AWS cloud, and we are going to be implementing and deploying our application with an automated way by helping of Ansible and Chef. I'll repeat. So by helping of AWS, we can get a server. On top of it, we are deploying our application automatically by helping of Ansible and Chef. That's it. And we're going to be deploying our application very easily Docker also. We can deploy our applications very easily by using Docker containers also. And those Docker containers we can able to managing by Kubernetes. And we're going to be learning Vagrant. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool. We can easily creating a virtual machines in your laptops. So Nagios is system monitoring tool. Elk is application monitoring tool, please. Elastic, Logstash, Kibana. These three components we calling is Elk. And one more tool we're going to be learning Terraform. By helping of these are all the tools. Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, Sonar, Ansible, Chef, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Nagios, Elk, Terraform. We are going to be implementing this DevOps process. Got it? Understood? Everyone, please. Everyone should understand this, please. But my question is, for implementing this, anyone, freshers can learn. Yes, Rahul, yes, freshers and experienced people also can learn. There is no problem. But I'll take a question end of the session, but let me finish my end. First, let me finish my end, please. Yeah. For implementing this DevOps process, are we required infrastructure or not? Are we required infrastructure? For implementing this DevOps process, do we require infrastructure or not? Or else, for deploying our application on production servers, for deploying application on production servers, do we require infrastructure or not? Say yes or no? Yes. But what is infrastructure? Anybody help me? What is infrastructure? Please tell me. What is infrastructure? What is infrastructure? For example, to conduct my class, what kind of infrastructure required? Laptop, internet connection, charger, mobile, water bottle, table, chair, AC, fan. Got it very clearly. It is exact infrastructure to maintain my classes or not, to conduct my classes or not. The same way, to deploying our applications, So for deploying our application to implement the DevOps process, we require infrastructure or not. But what kind of infrastructure required? So we require servers, a network. We require network, a database, storage. Got it very clearly? For implementing this DevOps process and deploying our application, we required. Deploy means what? After writing the code, we need to keep in production servers, and the keeping we calling as deploy. Deploy means delivering from software from dev environment to production servers on a particular place is nothing but deployment. Fine. So for implementing DevOps process, for deploying our application, we required a infrastructure. What kind of infrastructure we required? Servers, network, database, and storage. But how many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? How many ways to get infrastructure, please? Please tell me. How many ways we can able to get infrastructure, please? We can able to get infrastructure physically, virtually, and cloud. And cloud, please. Got it very clear, all of you, please. So for implementing DevOps process, we required a infrastructure. That infrastructure we can able to get either by physically or virtually or cloud. But my question is, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? So what is the cloud computing, please? If you can, please, if you can, please, if you can, please, if you can able to access remote place resources like servers, network, from your laptop, from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud. 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 So let us understand diagrammatically. Let us understand diagrammatically. What is the cloud computing, please? Tell me, anybody help me? The cloud computing is nothing but what? What is the cloud computing, please? If we can able to access the remote placed resources over internet from your laptop is nothing but a cloud. But cloud gives you servers only, but not laptops. Got it? This is an exactly data center, physical data center located in US or in Singapore or in Mumbai. Okay. So located in what exactly, please? In Singapore, in US, somewhere else remote. But is a physical environment, physical data center filled with huge computing for like RAM, CPU, whatever may be. But these are all the resources. If we can able to access over an internet from a laptop, is nothing but a cloud. Is nothing but what? Cloud. But cloud is rental-based resources. Cloud is what? Rental-based resources only. The cloud is what? Rental-based resources. The cloud is what? Rental-based resources. First, you gonna be get the servers, then we are gonna be paid the bill, like electricity bill, like mobile bill, postpaid. Same like this. Which is easy for you, please? Build and use and select and use always. Which is easy for you, please? Build and use and select and use. Select and use. Which is easy for you, please? Always, please. Tell me. Select then always, please. So instead of buying the rental resources are very easy for our understanding. Just for deploying our applications. Are we going to be buying a servers or going to be rental servers only, which is easy for you, please. Just for sake of deploying our application, are we going to be buying a servers or else are we going to be taking a rental service, which is easy for you, please? Rental service. So we'll get a rental service easily. We can able to deploy our applications. That is an exactly cloud piece. That is an exactly cloud. So for example, for our understanding, you want to reach your railway station. You want to reach your railway station from your home by car. So for that, are we buying a car or rental car? Ola, Ubera, enough or not? Cab is more than enough. Instead of buying car, so book a wallet cab within 300, 400, 500, less than 500, your work will be finished. Yes, the job will be finished easily. You can purposely fulfill. Yes, the same way here also. For deploying our application, instead of buying server, we are going to be taking a rental service. That's it. That is an exactly cloud. That means any cloud provider, either AWS or Azure or Google, is rental providers only. Got it very clearly, please? So any cloud provider, okay, rental based resources they're going to be providing, but we are going to be continuing AWS. Amazon Web Service is nothing but what? AWS. So in AWS, we are going to be discussing about VPC, EC2, RDS, S3 modules. Under each and every module, we are going to be discussing a lot of services. Don't worry. I'm not talking about services. I'm talking about only modules. I'm segregating 4 modules: VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, S3 model. So what is the sense of VPC? VPC is nothing but what? Network. Yes. EC2 is nothing but what? EC2 is nothing but what? Servers. RDS is nothing but what? Please. Databases. S3 is nothing but what? Storage. So by helping of this all infrastructure, we can able to get it from the cloud, and easily we can able to deploy our application. We can able to access our internet as a website. And one more way, we can easily implementing a DevOps process by using this infrastructure from AWS cloud. From AWS cloud. But let us understand what is the VPC, what is EC2, what is RDS, what is S3. Let us understand one by one, guys. What is the VPC, please? VPC is nothing but what? Network. So how exactly your office kind of network? How exactly your office kind of network? How exactly your office kind of network? We are going to be getting over an internet from AWS is nothing but what? VPC. I'll repeat. So a isolated office kind of private network of exactly an office connecting with internet cable to your laptop, that is nothing but a physical network. But here is what exactly, please. How exactly your isolated private network in your office, same kind of network, we are going to be getting over an internet. Over an internet in a virtual form is nothing but VPC. It is an isolated, it is exactly your private section. This is an exactly your private section. For example, for our understanding, Facebook, anybody can access, but your home page locked. Who can access? Who cannot access? We're going to be giving rules and regulations. The same way, AWS, anybody can access. You and me and anybody in the world, you can able to hit AWS. But very clearly, please listen. My VPC, your VPC, if this is an exactly private section like your office, anybody can enter in your office, outside people, no one. From outside can able to access your office laptops, no one. It is not possible because of it is your private section. Yes, this is an exactly your private section. In this private section, we can able to create servers and databases. Servers and databases. EC2 is nothing but a server. RDS is nothing but a database. Got it? So VPC, virtual private cloud, is your private section of AWS. We can able to create a resources. Who can access, who cannot access those resources. we are going to be writing the rules and regulations. Clear? Clear? What is EC2? Elastic Cloud Compute. That means EC2. By helping of EC2, we can able to create a service just like your computer. So how exactly, what exactly in a laptop, CPU, RAM, motherboard, operating system, firewall, NIC card, the same kind of components are available in your server also. By using these all the components, we can able to create a server in AWS. VPC is nothing but what? Network. EC2 is nothing but what? VPC is nothing but what? Network. EC2 is nothing but what? Server. For example, for our understanding easily, I want to deploy a hardware kind of application. I want to deploy a hardware kind of application. I want to deploy hardware kind of applications. What we require? We required VPC. We required EC2. So by using VPC, we can able to get a network first. After establishing network, we are going to be creating a server. After successfully deploying our applications, look at the screen once. First, we are establishing a network. On top of the network, we are creating a server. Then we deploying a hardware application. After successfully deploying from outside world, we can able to access. Got it? After successfully deploying our application from outside world, we can able to access from your website, from your browser. That's it. It's very clear. But so what about customer information? Where we can able to maintain this customer information, like phone number, mail address, communication address, subscription information. Where exactly we can please anybody help me? In database. In database. The database we can able to get by using RDS. Very good. VPC, by using VPC we can able to get network. By using EC2 we can able to get a servers. By using RDS we can able to get database. Very well. Good, understood. But one more question I'm going to be asking, please. What is the agenda by using Hotstar? Movies. So it's a Blu-ray printed movie. It is more than 3 GB. Can we able to insert? Can we able to insert larger video files into the database? No. Answer is no. For that, we are going to be using S3, simple storage services. Got it? By using VPC, we can able to get a network. EC2 is nothing but a server. RD is nothing but database. S3 is nothing but a storage. By helping of these all the resources, we can able to deploy our applications. Then we are going to be accessing over an internet as a website. But listen, while deploying our applications, we are following our DevOps process. Repeat one more time. Repeat one more time. Listen very carefully. So by helping of these raw infrastructure, we can easily deploy our applications. But while deploying our application, we need to follow our DevOps process. Got it? So what is the difference between AWS and DevOps? Please tell me. AWS is, by using AWS, we can able to get a infrastructure. We can get infrastructure. Infrastructure. Either maybe servers, and so many. But DevOps is nothing but what? Process. It is automated process. Automated and transparent process. while deploying our application. While applications on cloud. That's it. That is the difference between these two. Clear? Understood very clearly? And so before taking questions, so please wait. I'll take your questions. Don't worry. So tomorrow, so we will meet with same time with new link, please. The link will be changed. The link will be please register and pay and get new link for tomorrow sessions, please. Okay, fine. That is an exactly. Coral paid student. So you will get a new link and you can able to access daily recording sessions also, please. Fine, very good. So shall we take a questions, please? First, let me finish chat box, then I'll take your audio chat, please. So first, let me finish audio chat. Sorry. First, let me finish chat box, then we'll take audio chat, please. Sir, so how can I pay the course fee? Please contact our admin once. Please call to our admin phone number is I shared this, please. So one more, please, before closing the session, please. Before closing the session, please, one second, don't left the meeting. So please access this Google Drive. So for course content, if anybody want to pay the fee, please contact our admin. If you can't able to call, if you can't able to connect first number, please dial second number, please. First number dial if it is okay, if it is fine. If it is not connected, please dial immediately second number, please. Okay, please. I'm going to be given assignment. Can able to create AWS account by following this? All of you, please. So I'm giving an assignment, please, for tomorrow's session. So after accessing this Google Drive link, please, very first link, please, how to create AWS account. Please go through these ones. By following this document, please we create one AWS account. Anyway, I'll teach you tomorrow how to create AWS account. Anyway, but please do it. Please try it. Okay. This is an exactly assignment for tomorrow, please. Very first link, first document. Okay, please do that. Anyway, I'll teach you tomorrow also. Don't worry. Fine. Okay. Shall we take questions, please? Chat box. So first read out, please. First read out this. Okay, fine. So can you please inform a salary structure? Yes, I explained very clearly. So for freshers, we can able to access minimum 6 lakhs. If a fresher, we can able to get a calls, 8 calls. But if it is experienced person, if we keep 2 place, we can expect minimum 2 lakhs. Sorry, 8 lakhs. If you are 4 place, 5 place, up to 8 lakhs. The minimum 8 lakhs to so 12 lakhs we can expect. Please. Okay. Then any other questions, please? Okay, Avinash, yeah, I can carry on, please. There is no issue, please. Yeah. Sir, any prerequisition, please? So prerequisitions only for Linux basics and shell script. Linux basics and shell script, which I'm going to be covering. Don't worry, please. Yes, please look at the screen once. Projects are covering. Yes. Yes, call to Azit. Please call to admins once, please. Regarding fee payment, please call the admin which are already shared, please. Yeah, 75 days. Yeah, total, yes, yes. Yeah, daily, please. Yes, daily. Yes, daily. Yes. Yeah. Any other questions, please? Audio chat. If anybody want to talk to me, please wait. We can discuss. Audio chat also I can. I can discuss with in audio chat also, please. The course duration, please. Kumar Singh, please calculate total, please. 75 days for AWS DevOps and complete AWS 45 days, 10 days for Linux, 6 days for shell scripting. Windows operating system only. Windows 7, yes. Mahesh, yeah, you can. You can use Windows 7, or else you can upgrade Windows 10, please. Yeah. So totally it will take 4 months. Yes, you're right. Because of it is a huge syllabus. We can't able to do fast track and no one. Sorry for that. No one. Tomorrow is the regular session. Tomorrow will start regular session. Today is the end. Tomorrow the link will be changed. Please join with the new link. Only paid student can able to join from tomorrow. Regular sessions from tomorrow itself. Sorry for that, Ajit. Sorry. Please. Rajesh, so morning session already started, please. Windows 10 and home. Okay, fine, let it be. Rama, please, let it be continue. There is an issue. Windows 10, okay, fine, it will be, no problem. Yeah, I will show you installation part. I will show you. Don't worry, please. Vipula. Santosh, don't worry. Installation, configuration. I will teach you, please. Don't worry, please. Same 8:30 a.m. please. The duration of this course, I mentioned very clearly, Rahul. Please calculate this. I mentioned, please, the screen. Which are all any frequently asked question, I declare in the screen. It's first read out, please, once. Which is selected. You can able to clarify frequently asked questions in the chat. Yeah, roughly 4 months. It not exceed 4 months, please. Only 4 months, Rahul. Yes. Less than 4 months. Yes, Rahul. So if anybody want to talk to me, please wait. I will talk to you, please. But end of the session, please. But first, let me finish the chat box, chat question. Rahul got it? Yeah. Rahul, yes. Rajesh, yes. Got the answer, please. Vipul, yes. Got the answer, please. Can you reply? Still you have any questions? Rama, Rajesh, Ajit, Ajay, Mahesh, Anil? Yes, live projects, yes. Indrabana. Sorry for that. Sorry pronunciation, please. Yes. Rahul, sir, how can I put my current experience in DevOps domain? So if you're already working, there is no problem. So you can switch. So from last 3 years onward, I'm working as a senior DevOps lead. You can able to show that there is no problem. If you're already experienced person, you can show there is no problem. So resume preparation, I'll help you. Don't worry. How to prepare resume, I'll help you. Don't worry. For example, you are working some as a tester. Okay. So keep it as a 10 years of experience. I have a total 10 years of experience in IT, but last 3 years onwards, I'm working as a senior DevOps engineer or else DevOps engineer. We can able to show there is no problem. Rahul. Got it? Yes. Any questions? DevOps engineer, Kiran. DevOps engineer only. We can able to search for DevOps engineer. Yes. You can show as you can sell as DevOps engineer. DevOps engineer, yes, Kiran, yes. You became a DevOps engineer, yes. Yes, Kiran, yes. Then anything else you want to talk to me? Do you want to talk to me, anybody, please? If not satisfied with the chat box, you can talk. You can able to talk to me, please. Is anybody want to talk to me? Please reply in the chat box. Not required. Certificate is not required. Basic knowledge more than enough, Rahul. If you know Linux command, that's more than enough. Is there any free installment processor? Everything is free, Mahesh. Installment, sorry for that. Talk to admin regarding fee structure, regarding all payments. Please talk to admin once. They can help you, please. I think maybe I don't know exactly. Please talk to admin once, Mahesh. Talk to once. So I already provided admin phone number or email address. Have you seen the screen, please? Okay. So how to go to interview? That's the thing. Job assistance means how to go to interview. How to resume preparation? What are the interview questions? How will you present yourself in front of your interviewer? That kind of support, that kind of help, please, after completion of that. Yeah, easily. Yes, might. We can switch as a DevOps. Yes, anybody can. Anybody can. Yes, there is no restriction. Anybody can do this DevOps. There is no option for them. Please, if you are admin kind of job, then definitely there is no option. Please, we need to switch DevOps, please. Fine. One second, Dinesh. I'll reply in the chat box. Please look at the screen. Dinesh, please 1 second. Please, any question? Please, in meanwhile, anybody want to talk to me? No one. Sorry for that. Anyone. That is different. Completely different, Ajay. It is not allowed. Please. Anyone, either morning or evening, but not both. Please. Sorry for that. So that's what I'm providing recording sessions, and Ajay, there is no question about this. So we're providing recording sessions. If you miss the class, you can able to get recording. So no question about this. Okay. If you miss the class, what will happen? We'll receive a recording sessions. You can able to happily can listen. Okay. But why I'm providing recording sessions? For sake of practice. So after completion of session, some students may forget, can't recall while you're practicing. But while you're practicing, definitely they can able to take a referral as my video recording session. They can easily practice. That is the purpose only I'm going to be providing. Yeah, but don't misuse this. Only for sake of practice. Some students can't recall, can't memorize. For them, I'm providing recording session to practice, to complete practice. That is the purpose. But don't misuse, please. Okay? Thank you. Any question, please? Shall we meet tomorrow? Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. So we will meet tomorrow with new link. Rajesh, anybody can switch. Non-technical, chemical background, mechanical background, any non-technical student can able to learn the work. There is no problem, please. Guys, shall we meet tomorrow with a new link, please? Shall we try to meet with a new link, please? Yeah. Please talk to admin. They will give you new link. For all paid student, please be. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Tomorrow onwards, I'm going to be share recording sessions also. Please provide your email addresses with our admin. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. We'll meet on tomorrow with the new link. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Good night, all of you. Good night.